Hey guys, I'm here, welcome back to a brand new video. Tomorrow, England play Ireland in a friendly before we play Belgium later on in the week in the Nations League. So today I thought it'd make sense to go through the England team that we would like to see. Now with Southgate, there's been a lot of arguments and discussion on the likes of Twitter, thinking whether Southgate's got it right. So what me and my dad are going to do is pick a team that we think could be the future, eventually even win a Euros. I mean, the favourites are in our favour, so we've got to make the most of it, don't we, Dad?
We certainly do, and Southgate has got it so wrong for so long.
Wow.
Wait till you hear what we've got to say.
Let's hit a like target.
Oh, go on, 8,000 likes, please.
Smash it, just smash that like button. I don't know where it is down there, up there. Right, Thog Dad, formations.
Well, I've gone for a 4-3-3. What about you, Theo?
I've gone for a 5-2-3, so different styles. Let's get in straight with the goalkeeper. Who you picked, Dad?
Well, I've chosen the best goalkeeper in England. It's very simple, Dean Henderson.
Hendo.
And he's never played for England, and that's a crying shame. Now, last season for Sheffield United, he was brilliant. In terms of shot stopping, he was amazing. Now, this season, admittedly, he's not getting a lot of game time. He's playing in the EFL Cup and the UCL. But, mate, he's the best in the country.
I would love to see Dean Henderson as well. He is my goalkeeper, so we agree in the first position. Pickford keeps slipping up for Everton here and there. Like, he makes little mistakes. And Nick Pope, it's hard to pick a Burnley keeper with the way they've started. Right, I'm going to pick my left wing back first. You can go on to your left back. I'd like to hear if you agree with me. But I'm going to go with Ben Chilwell. Do you agree?
I agree. You know, for me, I think the attack should start with the defence. And that's what Ben Chilwell brings. He's been brilliant for Chelsea. He's transformed their defence along with Thiago Silva, hasn't he, Theo? Yeah,
he's been amazing. 2 goals, 2 assists in 5 games. And in the England squad, when we've been throwing Trippier at left back because Chilwell was injured, you could see how much we missed a man like Ben. Let's get on to the centre-backs in my 3-back system. I'm going to start with the left centre-back and pick Tyrone Mings. Now, the reason I've gone with him is because he's Aston Villa. And at the moment, the form Villa are in, you can't turn down a Villa player. I mean, they've just gone away to Arsenal and kept a clean sheet and won 3-0.
Well, for one of my 2 centre-backs, I've actually gone with a Scouser who came through the Liverpool youth system, Connor Cody, for Wolves. Now, I love his consistency. He's very strong in the tackle. And, you know, game in, game out, he just performs there. Yeah,
well, I agree. And if we move on to the next central centre-back, I've gone with Connor Cody.
Right, good.
And I agree with you, Dad. Your second centre-back is
the lad who I've watched at Oldham, at Brentford, and now at Burnley. I've gone for James Tarkowski. Because this is another man. He's great in the tackle, great in the aerial duel. He's consistent. His positioning is great. Why has he not had more England performances?
Right, Dad, it's time to complete my centre-back partnership with my right centre-back, which is Kyle Walker. Now, I know what people are screaming in the comments now. Oh, he was rubbish against Liverpool. He deserves to be dropped. He hasn't been good for his club. Yes, but he's very good for the country. And Gareth Southgate knows that. And I really think with Walker having extra support from the centre-backs, he's perfect in that role.
I can't disagree with that. And if I'd gone for 3 centre-backs, I would probably have gone with Kyle Walker. Now at right back, I know this guy can't play in the next few days, but he is a brilliant player. Not as good for country as he is for club. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now, he's played 12 times for England, and I want to see him capture that club form for his country there.
Fair enough. I've gone with the right back Reece James because I've considered the fact that he's not in the England squad. This is a team that I'd like to see play tomorrow, the team that I've gone for. Going with both fullbacks from Chelsea is perfect because they're on form lately and both Chilwell and James are unreal. They know how to play with each other as well.
Left centre mid now, and I've gone for a very young player who's been shielded a little bit by his club manager, Pep Guardiola. I'm talking about Phil Foden. And I think this lad is magnificent. He's great on the ball at making those little passes, and he's great off the ball about getting into dangerous areas.
He's a creative player and he's been very good for City. Now on to my left centre mid. This is where things get interesting. Jude Bellinger.
Oh, you're joking, Theo.
No, I'm not. I've gone with him. And the reason I have is because he's just been added to the squad. And I genuinely believe he is the future of the England squad. Now, if he gets a few minutes tomorrow, I reckon he'll come on and get 5 minutes. But I would love him to start. And the reason is, he's been very good for Dortmund this season. He's only 17. He's started 4 games. He's had really good goals. And in the Champions League, he came on against Zenit and helped them get their 2nd goal with an assist to set up Haaland. It was a backwards header. It was brilliant. This guy is playing with a maturity way ahead of a 17-year-old, and get him in that England squad.
Don't you think it's too early for him to play for England?
No. It's not too early for him to play Champions League and play in the Bundesliga for Dortmund, so why hold him back against Ireland? No way.
Now for my DM, and this is a lad who's new to international duty and he's new to the Premier League. But I tell you what, for his team, everything passes through him. Calvin Phillips at Leeds United.
Very interesting.
Now, I like everything about him. Defensively, helps out a lot. He's got the tackles and the blocks and what have you.
Yeah.
And also going forward, he links play superbly between defence and attack.
My right centre mid is Jordan Henderson. Now, I hope you've got this guy in your team, because he's probably the most complete midfielder for England. And we've seen it for Liverpool. He's won a Champions League with them. He's won a Premier League with them, being the captain. We know how good this guy is. And I think playing next to Jude Bellingham, he'd gain a lot of experience. He's also a leader. He can create. He can defend. Is the perfect man to play next to Bellingham. And I think that them two at centre mid could be the future of England.
And I don't doubt any of it. And I respect the guy hugely.
Yeah.
But I think it's time for him to hang up his international boots and pass on the boots to a younger player. So I've not chosen him.
Get out of here, man. Jordan Henderson is our best midfielder. He just is. I think you're wrong.
He's been a legend for club and country. I just want to see the new guys come through.
Dad.
We've got to look forward to the World Cup in 2 years, to the European Championships in 4 years.
He's not even old.
He's 30 years
old. Who's your centre mid?
My other central midfielder is a guy, actually, of all the people I've picked, he's got the second most international experience. Ross Barkley.
Wow.
Now, the great thing about him, he was superb for Everton. Then he had the wrong club move to Chelsea, and everyone kind of forgot him a bit. Now he's back at Villa.
Okay.
He's absolutely superb alongside Jack Grealish.
Right.
And I want him instead of Henderson in my team.
That is a big statement right there. I'm guessing you've got Grealish in there because Barkley and Grealish have been linking up so well. Like you saw in the Arsenal game, like them two controlled it.
Yes, I have actually. I'm giving that away, but I absolutely got Grealish in my team as well.
Okay, well that completes both our midfields. Now it's time to get on the forward line for both our England squads.
Well, I think I've given it away already. 7 games this season, 4 goals, 5 assists, and more importantly, he's been brilliant.
Yeah.
He's a leader. He's absolutely tearing up the record books. Jack Grealish.
Wow.
You cannot not have him in your 11th, Theo. Do you agree?
I do agree. I mean, the form he's on in the Premier League, you can't turn him down. My left winger is Jack Grealish as well.
Hey.
It just makes sense, doesn't it? He's probably one of our best wingers right now. Raheem Sterling deserves to be kicked out of the team from his recent form at City. That's just me being honest.
Well, and I agree with you. Sterling is not performing. Rashford is blowing hot and cold. I've got neither of those two in my 11. For my right winger, I've gone for Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. He's only 20 years old, but his stats in the Bundesliga are incredible. Almost a goal contribution every game. And he just brings that excitement level. He can terrorise defences. Now, I admit, Theo, he's not quite done it on the international stage yet, but that's because he's 20 years old.
Yeah, I agree. This guy is brilliant, and he's also my right winger. Jadon Sancho, I've also gone with, and the reason is, Dad, he can link up well with Jude Bellingham in my team because they both play for Dortmund, remember that? And although Sancho has been a little bit hot and cold in the Bundesliga this year, we know how good this guy can be. We saw his form of last season, and I hope it works out for him. Right, we're on to our strikers now, Dad. We've both got one striker each. Who have you picked?
I think it's fairly obvious. 8 Premier League games, 7 goals, 8 assists.
What? 8 assists? You haven't gone with DCL?
Absolutely not. DCL is on my bench. Yeah. Massive shout out to him.
He's been very unfortunate that Harry Kane's been the best player in the Premier League.
He's been the best player in Europe as Harry Kane. He's been absolutely astonishing. And he's not only a goal scorer, we've known that for the last 5 or 6 years. He's turned a provider as well, hasn't he, Theo?
Exactly. And this is why I picked Kane as well, Dad. Because he could bring the best out of Sancho. In the Dortmund setup, there's no creator up front. Haaland's a goal scorer, but does he create like Kane? The answer is no. So I feel like Sancho could be more prolific playing with Harry Kane. It's a shame that both of us have not got Rashford in the starting team. You could switch between Grealish and Rashford. It's just because Grealish has been on better form recently in the Premier League. But, you know, the way things are going, Southgate is never probably going to go with the systems that we picked. But it's good content. So let us know in the comments, what are your first 11s that you'd like to see experimented in the England squad? Don't think we've just picked the teams that we think is the best in the England squad.
Absolutely, we're just having a bit of fun here.
Exactly, a bit of fun. So let us know in the comments your best 11 that you'd like to see in the England squad. What's the like target today?
The like target today is 8,000.
8,000 likes. If we hit that, we'll bring more England content. We may even do an England-Ireland live stream tomorrow with you guys. We could get the chance back. We always have a bit of banter.
And I'm going to be singing my song about Emil Heskey tomorrow.
Wow. If you know, you know. We'll be belting out all the England chants. Don't miss the live stream tomorrow. Right, take care, guys. See you in a bit.